Good morning, and welcome back to the Daily Hunt for Multi-Baggers. It's Monday, January 19th, 2026. We've had a busy weekend sifting through a good number of online discussions, with several stocks catching the community's eye. We flagged over 100 posts and a handful of distinct companies for potential deep dives today. While there's certainly some underlying optimism floating around, our analysis has uncovered a mixed bag of potential and significant red flags, making for a cautiously optimistic yet complex market picture.
That's right, Ethan. And today we're really honing in on one particular stock that generated a lot of chatter and had a full analysis package for us to dig into. Rocket Lab Corporation, trading under the symbol RKLB.
Well, Rocket Lab, RKLB, has been quite the talk. We saw a post highlighting massive gains for one user, and analyst upgrades from Morgan Stanley to overweight with a price target of $105? That's serious momentum. Plus, it surged 173% last year, and those growing defense contracts really paint a picture of a high-growth company in an expanding sector. It's identified as a true growth stock for long-term potential, and that's exciting.
Ethan, I hear the excitement, but let's pump the brakes just a bit, shall we? While those headline numbers are flashy, my data-driven side is screaming caution. We're looking at a company with a net profit margin of negative 0.35 and earnings per share at negative 0.38. This isn't just about growth potential, it's about actual profitability, or rather, the lack thereof. And that price-to-book ratio, 37.31, that's an astronomical valuation, suggesting an immense amount of future success is already priced in, leaving very little margin for error.
Sure, Brooke, those KPIs are definitely something to watch, but you can't ignore the analyst sentiment, the actual contracts, and the fact that it's identified as a growth stock. Companies in this stage are investing heavily now for future scale, and those losses could absolutely shrink as revenue from these big contracts rolls in. The market is clearly anticipating a pivot to profitability, and the momentum is very real.
Momentum can shift quickly, especially with a beta of 2.166, indicating high volatility. What really concerns me beyond the unprofitability is the insider selling. We're talking almost 7 million shares net sold by insiders in the last 6 months. That's over 73% of their total holdings divested. If the people who know the company best are divesting so heavily, it raises a serious red flag about their confidence in the stock's current valuation, regardless of external analyst upgrades. It suggests they might not share the same level of optimism. Our past analysis of RKLB has frequently flagged it as a stay away, with only brief stints as a cautious buy or speculative gamble in late 2025, before returning to a stay away rating consistently through January 2026.
You've got a very strong point with the insider activity, Brooke. It's certainly a tough counter to the positive news. It's a classic battle between future potential and current financial realities.
Exactly. So for RKLB today, my verdict remains consistent with the underlying financials and insider behavior. Given the unprofitability, the extreme valuation, and that significant insider selling, combined with the general market skepticism we're seeing in social media discussions, it's a stay away for us today. The positive news seems largely priced in, and the risks outweigh the immediately apparent rewards.
Well, that was certainly a deep dive into RKLB today, highlighting the constant tension between market sentiment and underlying financials.
Indeed, Ethan, it serves as a good reminder of how important it is to look beyond the headlines. So for today's roundup of candidates for deeper analysis, here's where we landed. Investigate as buy, none. Investigate as cautious buy, none. Investigate as speculative gamble, Rocket Lab Corporation, RKLB.
And that wraps up another episode of the Daily Hunt for Multi-Baggers.
This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The content is generated by artificial intelligence and does not constitute financial advice. Listeners should conduct their own research or consult a licensed financial advisor before making investment decisions. We are not responsible for any losses incurred. The market is a wild place, and knowledge is your best asset.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll catch you next time for more insights on the Daily Hunt.